Kodi Igguru, one of the very less known curries from the rest of the world, but if you go to Andhra Pradesh and Hyderabad, it's the favorite, and oh, unbelievable. The use of star anise, aniseed, turmeric, and clove, it brings out amazing flavors. If you notice, all these flavors are really fragrant and really strong in taste. That's why this curry is hot and it's peppery and it's really tasty. Absolutely unbelievable. But the most important thing is to make this curry is how easy and how quick it is, because the ingredients other than the Igguru mix it goes in there is very very minimal. It's just like, if you want to do a curry in a quick fix, like less than 15 minutes, this is the curry to go. If you already have a pre-cooked meat, it will take even less than that. So you can prepare a whole curry from start to finish with the preparation less than 20 minutes. Welcome to Curry King Vinny. Today we're gonna cook Relish spice mix Kodi Igguru. So as the drill goes, get the pan on a medium heat always. The recipe says ghee, but I'm using a little bit of oil as well, so I'm using half and half. So, and what I've done is I've just cut the onions, cut the onions into 4 pieces, just blend it without adding any water. So I've got 3 medium-sized onions into paste. I did 2 tomatoes, blanched it for 5 minutes, peel the skin off, blend into a puree, which I've got here. I've got 2 teaspoons of ginger paste, 2 teaspoons of garlic paste. If you like the curry hotter, you can have it hotter, as hot as you like. I'm adding some green chili and some curry leaves. Curry leaves does, make a lot of difference in this curry. I've got some lime and fresh coriander for later. If you can't find curry leaves, I know it's very difficult, but if you can find it, please do use it. You can freeze it or you can put it in a jar with a tissue, so that saves the curry leaves. You can keep it in the fridge for a long time. Alright, so let's get started. I've got some chicken thigh as well to go with it. Again, because there are certain curries, the thigh goes better because it's there's so much flavor in it. You want to cook it on high heat, so you want to make sure the chicken also tastes good. So I recommend to use chicken thighs in this curry. So let's get started. Now the pan's become nice and hot. The first thing goes in is, unusually, onion paste, not the ginger and garlic. There you go. So there is just start cooking. So it will take about the cooking process for the onion maybe about 3 to 4 minutes on a high heat. So you have to be careful, not in the beginning, because in the beginning it's not going to burn, but once the onions start releasing the moisture, it will start burning. You have to be careful there. Yeah. So meanwhile, what we're going to do once the onions getting cooked, so we're going to do the next step, which is as usual. So you have to buy the Relish spice mix and currykingvinny.co.uk first, and then the next step comes in. So be open carefully, because as you can see, it's full. Taking I'm using 2 teaspoons because of the quantity I'm using, but as the recipe says, it's 2.5 teaspoons. There you go. And to that, I'm just going to add some water and give it a mix to create like a nice, beautiful spice paste. So traditionally, this is how, or this is what the consistency people had for the curries. So that's why soaking spices helps a lot when you're cooking the curry. Now you can see, you don't see any moisture in it, so it's become like a nice thick paste at this point in time. So I'm using 2 teaspoons of ginger paste. So there is another tip as well. When you're using cooking a really hot curry, and I'm adding 2 teaspoons of garlic paste. So really hot curry, or like a korma, the ginger and garlic, use of ginger and garlic increases in the quantity because it adds taste to the curry. So in the strong curries you can taste the ginger and garlic you need it, and in the milder curry as well, because it's very mild, hasn't got a lot of flavor, the ginger and garlic brings out the best of the flavor to the sauce. So there you go, it's becoming nice and thick. Just want to fry it for another 30 seconds to a minute. So now you can see sizzling, there is no more moisture left, there's no water. It's become like a nice thick paste, and you can smell it. You don't smell the ginger and garlic, the raw ginger and garlic anymore. That's when the next ingredient goes in, which is the Kodi Igguru paste we soaked in the water. Look at that, it becomes like a, we just grinded on a traditional stone grinder. Look at the color on it. So if you like this curry hot, I recommend to add more red chili, which is like a hot red chili called guntur. So just mix it. Don't worry, it's not going to burn because of the onion and the ginger and garlic. But what's really happening is the aroma, the beautiful aroma, the star anise, aniseed, and peppercorn and clove all coming up. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful smell. So just make sure you cook it nicely. So you want to make sure that all the spices, the rawness goes away. So I'm gonna add some curry leaves and the green chili chopped, and the chicken thigh pieces all goes in. And so what I'm going to do here is, as you can see, I'm just going to smother the chicken on the high heat as usual. I always say, so if you cook the chicken on high heat to start with and then lower the heat down, it makes pardon me, ooh, that's pepper. It makes the chicken stay nice and soft and not stringy. So yeah, when you see no more rawness in the chicken, that's when you're gonna add the blend tomato paste. We will add some water as well. Just gonna fry it for a couple of minutes. So if you notice one thing, I've not added any water up to now. The reason is, because we added the raw onion and raw tomato and ginger garlic, everything is raw. If you add the water, it will make the cooking process slower. So that's the reason we save the water. Now the tomatoes are cooked, the onions are cooked, and now it's time to add the water for the consistency. So I'm just going to add about 100 ml, 150 ml, so until the chicken is cooked. So that's all I'm going to do. So the Kodi Igguru is generally a slightly thinner curry, so people have it with a nice big massive bowl of rice. So the people from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, they like the rice. So there you go. With 3 medium-sized onion, 2 tomatoes, we managed to prepare this curry enough for 2 people, and with ease, less than 20 minutes. You can do this curry with the boiled eggs as well. It does really taste really good. And there is another thing, when you're using an egg curry, make sure you add a touch of sugar or jaggery and tamarind, so it's like a sweet, sour and spicy, because egg doesn't got a lot of flavor. You won't bring too much flavor into the curry, so you want to make sure the curry is more tastier. Where in the chicken, it adds the chicken flavor, the stock to the curry. So yeah, just add the salt. Yeah, so the Indian salt, we're using sea salt, so make sure that whatever salt you're using, just add salt to the taste. This is the most important. We need to keep scraping the sides. We want to get all the burnt bits into the sauce again. It adds a caramelization and adds so much flavor to the curry sauce. So that's the bit is completely cooked. The Indian curry, more you cook, the better it tastes. So yeah, just check if the chicken is cooked. Because we used chicken thighs, I've cooked it for 15 minutes on high heat, and now I'm just gonna sprinkle some fresh coriander, my favorite herb, and just going to take a dash of lime. If the tomatoes are sour, you probably don't need to add the lime, but what it does is adding lime makes the hot curry taste better because it clears the palate, so you feel all the flavors like intense explode in your mouth. So try it. That's why the vinegar, what makes the vindaloo taste hotter. Same, most of the hot curries you add just a bit of lime, it really brings out the flavors in the chili as well. So it really hits your tongue clear, it clears the palate. So that's why it makes the curry more enjoyable. So that's it. Just turn the heat up. I'm happy with the consistency. And here it is, Kodi Igguru. Over the years, Relish always set the standard, and also what we've done is we try to cater the curries which are less known curries, like the Bhopali chicken korma. You don't find them in everyday restaurant, the Kodi Igguru and the Nellore and all that. So what we've done is we've taken the traditional recipe and we kind of just made a little tweaks and tried to use them in the restaurants. So Kodi Igguru, you've probably not heard many of the places, but please do give a try. Even though it's so less known curries in the restaurants, we try to do the Relish spice mix. I said we have to do this because the people who've tried the Kodi Igguru will watch for this. It's absolutely amazing, very very tasty curry. It's full of flavors, full of taste. So order on currykingvinny.co.uk if you want to try it. Please trust me, you will not be disappointed.